Okay, let's get right to this. We've got one of these viewers. His name is Joe Hood. And Joe's been calling me up over the last 6 months we've been on the air, and I've been doing things for him, helping him out with cars, paint jobs, stuff like that. This happens to be Joe Hood's body. Joe gave me the body and he said, Michael, my favorite color is black, and I want flames all over it. And I said, no problem. What I've done, and there's a couple of companies that make what's called liquid mask. Liquid mask is one of the things I use to do some of these paint jobs. It really helps out. I can kind of like cheat with it. Getting into paint jobs. This is a paint job that was all done out with liquid mask. I protect one color at a time. I cut out and paint it. This body right here, right next to it, is a couple of trophies from the state series races and also the ribbon. You can win these trophies, you can win these ribbons for a pretty car. It's called Concourse. And to have these gold cups, it's kind of neat. But that's where the Chevy Intrepid came from. Let's set that aside. This body here, this was done out with liquid mask. Okay, you wonder how you get the teardrops, stuff like that inside there. What I do is I actually coat the whole inside of the body. I let it dry. It takes a day for it to dry. The next day, I'll take any type of these markers, and on top of the body, I'll draw what I want. It's transparent. I look through the body. I take an X-Acto knife. Well, let's set that aside. I take an X-Acto knife. I've drawn the flames on top here. Joe, you're wondering what your paint job is going to look like. This is basically it. I've drawn on the outside with a Parma pen. And the Parma pen, it's not really permanent. It will wipe off. And this is the flames that I wanted. It was all coated with liquid mask inside. I take the X-Acto knife, and I don't push too hard, but with a brand new number 11 X-Acto knife blade, I'll come in and I'll cut out the flames. I cut them out the best I can. I don't have to actually follow a line, but you end up with, and I think the cameraman can see, the flames up there on the top. Okay? It's also flames in the sides of both the body. It was just all cut out with the liquid mask. Can actually show that up. Let's see if I turn it that way. Let's try the hood. You can see through it in the hood, the liquid mask. And you just actually, after it's all protected and all cut out, you sit there and just take a can of, once again, you got to use Lexan body paint because Lexan bodies are flexible. You just spray it. It's going to spray it where the liquid mask is. That's a protected area. After the paint's dried, that liquid mask will just pull right out. So now you got the flames in there. You pull the liquid mask out, and then you paint the rest of the body. Since Joe said he wanted the flame job and he wanted it mostly black, I'm going to do a yellowish and orange flame job. And how I'm going to do it is a little bit different. I'm going to use an airbrush. There's so many different airbrushes out there. This is a Badger. This is a it's a dual action brush. It actually pushes up and down for the air, and when I pull back, it's the amount of paint. It's an airbrush that I've had for a couple of years, and I really like it. It's the Badger 150. You can get them at your local hobby stores. Speaking of local hobby stores, Hobby Mart, before I came down tonight, gave me 3 different airbrushes. This is the basic spray gun set made by Badger. This thing sells for $14, $15. This would work fine. All you need with this, if you don't have a compressor, you get a can of propellant. Propellant is actually air. You hook the airbrush up to this. You thin down the paint. Here we go, the pack of paint. You thin this down, and I thin it down about 50-50. 50% paint, 50% thinner. Mix it in, put it in here, and I just start to town. I paint, I make a mess on everything.